I'm troubled by having to talk about the king because in my heart, I am a believer in the monarchy, a believer in the constitution, the unwritten constitution of the United Kingdom, of which the monarchy is a considerably important part. It may only be a titular head of state and a titular head of the church, but it is nevertheless very symbolic, and it carries with it great weight with the British people. And I'm very reluctant to mess around with that. And I won't mess around with that, to be honest.
Advance is not calling for a republic.
We're not calling for a republic.
That's a relief.
There are many, many other things that we need to sort out before that, before we're not going to consider that. We need to settle this country.
Yes.
Of course, if the country was settled and we understood our constitution as it should be applied, then the King of England wouldn't have the opportunity to do anything which was damaging to the fabric of the country. But it seems to me that the individual, Charles, does have some views which are completely in line with woke and completely damaging to the United Kingdom, including promoting this net zero nonsense. So when I was born in Pakistan, Islam was going through an enlightened period. If you look at photographs of women, for example, from the 1950s and 60s and early 70s, in Iran, Iraq, United Arab Emirates, Pakistan, they were all dressed in a self-evidently kind of Western way. Islam then did what Islam will always do over time, which is go back to its fundamental root. It's essentially a fundamentalist religion because it wants to bring back everything to the Word of God, to the prescriptive Word of God. It's also more than a religion. It's a legal practice. It's a way of life. Sharia law is part and parcel of being a Muslim. So it wants to
practiced in the United Kingdom.
And being practiced. So it wants to yank that all back. That makes it fundamentally, and I use the word on purpose, fundamentally incompatible with our very delicate liberal democracy that we have in the United Kingdom. So and we can then go on. I think that's all you need to understand about Islam to know that it poses challenges, fundamental challenges to the United Kingdom.
Yeah, but you mentioned the Quran. I mean, there are videos of King Charles quoting from the Quran, and that's why people have such issues that he seems to celebrate major Islam moments like Ramadan much more than he does Easter or the Bible.
The next Prime Minister, assuming he's pro-British, needs to have a chat with the king and say, this isn't on. You're the head of the church.
And would you?
Absolutely, I would. It's not on.